Welcome back to WHAS 11's brief storm team update. We're doing this every half hour here on the news channel, and this is the big story developing into the morning, folks. Winter storm now setting new records, minus 10 degrees, another historic number for Kentuckiana.
That's
Hello,
right, Ashley.
I'm Doug Prophet.
And I'm Rachel Platt. Ashley Chisholm will be joining us in just a moment. That may have fluctuated just a bit. She'll give the very latest on that. All morning long, the word from the governor has been, please don't go out on the interstates or the expressways unless you're an emergency vehicle or you're a worker trying to get into, I guess, a relief situation, an emergency situation. What we're going to do is take Bill Minish now, who has been live on the roadways all morning long, to get the very latest on those conditions. Bill, where are you?
Hi, Rachel. We're right here on 64 westbound, going right into the city. The city is right over my shoulder. This has been a hot spot all morning because there's a story developing. As we talk to these drivers, we really get a sense of their urgency. They've been here for so long. They're without food. They've been without simple things that they love so much, like coffee, things like that to keep warm. Luckily, they have the motors running, which I'm sure you can hear the one right next to me. And let's take a look at some stuff we shot earlier this morning. These drivers have been stuck here, like I said, for quite a while, and getting out of these ruts is very difficult. The wheels just seem to spin. There's no way for them to move whatsoever. And the only thing they can do is rely on each other. So these men have been turning to each other, doing what they can. They try the rocking and back and forth. When that does not work, they try to find a fellow driver that will give them a hand, will possibly hook a chain up, do everything they can to bring them out. We were paying attention to the drivers behind us all morning long. Finally, after hours of trying, rocking back and forth, they finally were able to pull out, and now they are free, only to find that they had a broken axle. So even a negative story coming out of the tail end of that one. But they are finally getting out. These folks hope that they will be out here very shortly. Come with me. We found a man that's also out on the road. Again, they say do not get on the road. The governor is suggesting it. This man has a very good reason to be out here. He's a doctor. Hello, sir. Your name is?
Dr. Ghazi.
And Dr. Ghazi, you are heading where and why?
Floyd Memorial Hospital. I have surgery at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock surgery. How have you found the road so far on the way?
Well, it's terrible. It's just awful. I borrowed this four-wheel drive from my neighbor, and I'm trying to make it to the hospital now.
Very good. Well, best of luck to you. We hope that you make it. Hopefully the four-wheel drive will pull you through.
Thank you very much.
Now, there's a gentleman that needs to be on the road. Obviously, he's got to get to surgery, a very important reason to be out on these roads. If you do not have an important reason to be out on these roads, don't be. The roads are treacherous. Don't take any chances. Rachel?
All right, thank you very much. Bill Minish reporting live, has been all morning long.
So we learned that a baby was born on the Waterson Expressway
Probably
in a car yesterday.
Obviously.
Stanford Field.
All right, we want to give you the latest on that. Randy Swan just called. The airport is open, but the big problem is because of all the snow, the parking lots have not been cleared. So I guess the advice is if for some reason you have a flight, get somebody who can drop you off. Also, call ahead to make sure that your flight has not been delayed for any reason. But again, no parking at Stanford Field. So if you do have a flight, you need to take care of arrangements with that.
And again, folks, another reminder, continued phone problems. Oldham County Police Dispatch just told us they lost their system out there because so many people are using the phone, maybe for unnecessary reasons. Keep that in mind if you can. Now let's get the latest from Ashley Chisholm. We hit another record today. Hello, Ashley.
That's right. Yesterday's record snowfall. Now today we hit a record low, 10 below zero. A record low. It beats the old record of 8 below set back in 1930. Right now we've warmed up a whole degree. It's 9 below now, but the wind chill is 43 degrees below zero. That's how cold it feels. Look at these tips and remember them. If you have to go outside, wear a lot of loose and layered clothing that'll trap in your body heat, keep it insulated. Also, wear a hat. You can lose 50 to 75% of your body heat through your head. Wear a hat. Cover your ears. Also, wear mittens. They're better than gloves, but wear both if you have them. Don't overexert yourself by shoveling. You run the risk of getting a heart attack. Also, stay out for only short periods of time. If you have to go out, only do it for a little while, and that includes kids. Only let your kids out for a little while. Check on the elderly too. They may need your help. Here's the forecast for today. A wind chill advisory in effect, 25 to 35 and sometimes down to 45 below zero. The high temperature only making it from 0 to maybe 5 degrees. Overnight mostly clear, but again down to 12 degrees below zero. Close to another record, which is 14 below. Tomorrow, increasing cloudiness throughout the day, and we could see some flurries by late in the afternoon. The high temperature up to 12. Doug and Rachel?
All right, thank you very much. We will be checking back with you on the half hour to let you know the very latest information.
And again, before we come back in about 25 minutes, let's show you that record-setting number. Minus 10 degrees. We hit another record in Kentucky, and our record low temperature. The winter storm reports of 94 continue right here on WHAS 11.
Storm the day after. Good morning, I'm Rachel Platt along with Doug Profit here.
Minus 10 degrees, folks. We hit a record for this day, 10 degrees. We hit the record for this day already. Record number of inches of snow on the ground, now a record low temperature. Let's go to our Mark Hebert. He's standing by watching the roads this morning. Good morning, Mark.
Hi, Doug. You know how your Christmas tree gets after New Year's when it gets real dried out and the needles just kind of fall off and they get real brittle? That's how my mustache is right now. It's very, very cold out here, and it is very cold on the highways. It's just a packed down, almost a sheet of ice. This is I-71 southbound headed into the city, as you can see. And even people who are getting down here to try and dig these abandoned cars and trucks out are having a tough time. We shot some video a little bit earlier this morning of a guy who had brought his tow truck down to try and pull out the front end of his semi-trailer that he said had been stuck here for about 18 hours. And finally he came back this morning to try and pull it out. We were going to show you that tape. Obviously we don't have it. So we will tell you that there is a string of cars here still stuck on I-71, and those folks have not come back to get their cars, except for this one gentleman who was trying to spin his wheels and get out of I-71 traffic here and to make his way downtown. Finally, they got that truck loose. They broke it loose. They almost broke the chain doing it, and they pulled the truck from the side of the road, got it down, headed towards downtown, just pushing it off into the highway, into the single lane that is now open into downtown Louisville. And that is basically how the interstate system is down here. One lane open all around. If you don't have a four-wheel drive truck, though, you're not getting through. Rachel and Doug?
All right, Mark, it's so nice to see those actually moving out of the way.
Yeah, we do have movement.
All right, thanks a lot. Mark Hebert reporting live.
Let's give you a quick weather update here at 10:32. Here's meteorologist Ashley Chisholm.
Well, we did hit a record low, and still it's 9 below zero with a west wind at 15. It feels like 43 degrees below zero. Watch out for frostbite, folks, and if you have to be out for a while, watch for signs of hypothermia. Humidity 60%, and the pressure is rising as a very cold high-pressure system builds into our west. Here's the forecast today, a little bit colder than we originally thought. A wind chill advisory is in effect for today around Kentucky, the high only making it up to around zero. Tonight, mostly clear. Looks like we're going to tie a record low again with 14 degrees below zero. Then tomorrow, increasing cloudiness throughout the day, the chance of flurries, and the high only to 10.
All right, thank you very much, Ashley Chisholm. And, of course, we'll be bringing you the very latest each half hour.
That means we'll be back here at about 11 o'clock, and we want to alert you now, we're going to have a special 1-hour noon news broadcast to give you the very latest on the winter storm the day after. Not much has changed. The city's still pretty much paralyzed. Stay with WHAS. Now back to the program you're watching.